Phil!
Hey guys, what's up? I am the Storm Child.
I'm Phil!
Now the Rockstar.
Chili.
So,
That worked.
So, because this is going to be a special video, you all know, I think, hopefully, our Nightwish album reviews. I think that is now 2 years ago. It's unbelievable, but
If you haven't checked out those videos
Yeah.
already,
yeah,
do that.
yeah. I have also a
By the way, I'm
playlist.
back. Hey,
Yeah,
hey
this
everybody.
is Phil. This is Phil.
Still.
Yeah, you saw his amazing intro
Yeah.
in the intro, and yeah. So I think a lot of you saw our Nightwish album reviews. If not, check them out because they're really interesting. Because
But fuck that now. We're here to give you a review of
Yeah.
the concert we just watched online
yeah,
by a band you might have heard of by now.
yeah, it's
Called
Nightwish.
Nightwish.
Yeah, we're talking about May 28th of 2021. So this is the first Nightwish show in 2.5 years now. It's an online show. And I think a lot of you were curious about how that worked out. And
So were we.
yeah, absolutely. That's the reason why we looked at it. And yeah, it was a bit curious. Honestly, it was just like, okay, the location itself, okay, it was a nice concept.
It was one of the most beautiful green screen studios ever.
No, that's just a lie, because it wasn't. For me, it wasn't. You all know me. I think I'm one of the biggest Nightwish fans around the world. I think my collection speaks of it all.
At least the biggest Nightwish fan I know.
Yeah, so if you don't trust me, you can look at my in my channel for my Nightwish collection video, so you know I'm a big Nightwish fan.
There's a shoe lining.
That's a shoemaker, but that's another story. We come to that a bit later. So it was for me also. My expectations weren't so high, honestly. It was just
I didn't
like,
have any.
yeah. I just called him 2 hours before the show
Yeah.
if he might join me, because it would be.
It would be awesome.
It would be awesome and more.
And of course I did, because he paid for the ticket.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. And I'm not sure if it was worth it, honestly. So I have the 2-show ticket bite, because it was just like €6. Fuck.
Wow, that was great English right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you need some English classes,
yeah,
that's your man.
yeah, absolutely. But you know my channel, so it's not
He
about
bought the 2-day ticket for only €6 more.
yeah,
So
yeah.
who cares about those 6 extra bucks?
Yeah,
Because Pack of
yeah,
Smoke costs
yeah.
just the same or
Yeah.
even more.
Yeah, and I'm not sure.
I'm translating.
Hopefully the set list is going to be a bit more courageous. That's a word I learned from him. That the set list today, because it was, yeah,
A little uninspired.
I think that's a perfect word. So yeah, but let's come to the show. So of course it's a virtual show, and
I understand the difficulties that come
Yeah,
along with it not
absolutely.
having an audience to perform
yeah,
to.
yeah,
Like, for example, in the first 2 songs, it was, I think, when the singer had difficulties not looking directly into the camera,
Yeah.
acting as if an audience was there. I mean, we're not talking about the graphics or anything.
We have to talk about that.
Maybe later. But
yeah.
you know, after the, a couple minutes, they found their way into it and it worked, except for the stage setup, like the order in which they were positioned and
That
shit.
was for me really a knife on the back, a bit, because I think we all know Nightwish, and I think a lot of you people saw Nightwish live before, and you just expect like Nightwish performing live, and it's just like, okay, the drummer has to be in the middle, and Thomas has to be when you're watching to the stage on the left, and Ampu on the right, and Marco, or the new bass player, doesn't matter, right to Thomas, the singer in the center, and Troy backwards right. I think that's...
However, positioning Troy where he was a great idea.
Absolutely. I think...
we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah, so it's hard to get into the story. So I bought that ticket for that show. I called him, that he joined me because it's more fun to look at it, and also it's better to have two opinions.
Yeah, not only two opinions, but having a two-guy crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because it's just more fun. It's just more fun.
Sometimes we even were applauding.
Yeah, and honestly, I've planned to do a live stream while we were watching, but it hasn't worked. I have no idea why, but it doesn't matter.
And none of you guys would have watched it anyways, because I assume you probably were watching the show.
Yeah, and if yes, I had no idea what we would just say. It's better that we haven't done a live stream. I think that's better idea. So,
They started off with a little song called Noise.
Yeah, so it started with a bit of the intro of music.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they didn't play it though.
Yeah, it's just like, I was absolutely...
Would you guys have ever guessed that I'm not the angry guest on this show?
I'm the angry guest today. Because for me, it was crystal clear that they will play music as the first track.
That's what I
especially
thought.
Because of the intro. I think that was obvious. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think
should have been.
If you write a new album, I mean, this is the beginning of the Human Nature tour. Some kind of. You have written an album like Human Nature, which is a great Nightwish album.
It is.
Definitely.
Sure is, yeah.
And we talked about that. So I love the songs in Human Nature, especially the opening track music. And if you watch my reviews or our reviews and of the song, I'm not the biggest fan of this intro stuff. Without a cut.
Yeah, I wish to be skippable.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. So,
of course.
But I was absolutely sure this will be the first song of a concert because...
Well, it was destined to be that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, no doubt about it in my mind, this was gonna be the new opening track of Nightwish shows for ages. Like, from here on out to eternity, basically.
Yeah, and the other thing is, there is no Marco needed, if that is an opinion.
Oh, speaking of which... No, we'll get to that later.
No.
We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that later. Because, but it was, for me, I don't want to say a shock, but it was just a disappointment. Because, for me at this point, it was just like, okay, they haven't played it first, but it will come. So it wasn't disappointment at this first. It was just like, okay, Noise is like an upbeat number, like, this is the first track. Okay, I understand it. It's okay. But I'm not the biggest fan of Noise. In this live version, it was good.
Generally speaking, in context of the record,
I fucking hate Noise.
I've grown to like this song, actually. However, as the opening track for a live gig, it didn't work for me too well.
I think
by now I like this song.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah,
and I admit I was wrong.
Yeah.
However, as an opening track, bummer.
No, it was just like, okay, they wanted too much, and I think that's the fucking virtual concert. So it's just like everybody was waiting for Nightwish playing again live, and even if they started with some kind of Bear Grylls misery or something. I think it would be great because it doesn't matter which song they would start it, and that's the point. It was just a bit of a disappointment because music would be the perfect song to open up, because it is a fucking great song. I think
it is one of the best trumpet songs they've written in the last
absolutely,
I don't know, decade probably.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it was just like, okay, starting with Noise, okay. Noise work life. I think we both learned to like the song.
Yeah. We had to learn.
Yeah, we had to learn because maybe if you saw my first reaction to the song, you know what I was thinking, and especially him. If not, watch the Angel Fall first album review, and then you see it. Quote: I fucking hate noise. I think that is another thing that's so wonderful about Irish, that you can grow to the songs, and that in the context, especially in the context of the album, it works.
That's the only reason why it works, because the album aside, it's just working in a scheme that he already had during Endless Form. It was beautiful. Which fucking annoys me still to this day. But in context of the record,
it works.
It works perfectly fine because it's the only track that is operating in that scheme of things.
Yeah.
So, however, opening up a show with noise wasn't the best of ideas.
No. And then, so the second track was Planet Hell. So,
which in general is overrated in my humble opinion.
Yes.
I like the song.
Yeah,
but it's overrated.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that was the first time I've listened to a version with Floor Jansen, I have to admit.
Same here.
So I think they never played it in Europe because I was on every tour on Nightwish and they never played it live. So I'm absolutely sure they never played it with Floor in Europe. And it was surprising. It was surprising. And the first thing, of course, for both of us, it was just like, okay, the first part, it was Marco. So how they gonna manage it? And it was just like, okay, Floor sings it all. That works. Absolutely.
It does.
It absolutely.
And sure did. I mean, this version was A-okay. There's nothing to complain about.
Absolutely.
Nothing to write home about either. It's like it's not the best thing in the world that happened to a Nightwish show ever. But it was perfectly fine. Functional. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Absolutely. So nothing bad about that. And it was just like, okay, that's a Marco track. That works. And it was just like, okay, they managed it. Perfect. The third track was Tribal. For me, the least favorite of the Human Age album.
I like it.
That's okay. For me,
that was about that time when I realized that a certain band member that I wasn't too kind with in the past is fucking great. That was about shifting time. Like when I started realizing that by now, I kind of seem to like Troy.
I think you will like him even more if you come closer to the set list even more and more. But for me it's just like I don't like the song. I just have to be crystal clear. I don't like the song. For me it's one of the weakest Nightwish songs ever. It is. For me it is one of the weakest top 5 songs ever.
But given the fact that a lot of Nightwish songs are fucking great.
Yeah, of course.
However, there's
how
still
I
the
love
Endless Form's most beautiful record.
But
I like Tribal, kind of.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's not my favorite though, but I like the song.
For me, it was just like it was just like this moment. It's just like stupid.
That's what I like.
For me, it's really stupid, and I don't get it.
Well,
it's just nothing bad, and it's on the album, and when I listen to it, it's okay, but. It will never be one of my favorites because it
will never be one of my favorites
if that would be the first track I've ever listened to Nightwish, I never would be a Nightwish fan. I can imagine.
Okay, fair enough.
It's just like really annoying sometimes. But it was okay on the set list. It's on the Human Nature tour, so it's okay. Absolutely okay. Fourth track, Ilan. For me, a track that has become better and better the more I listen to it, especially live. Of course, this was some kind of live because the audience was missing.
I've never seen this track being played live, I think. Maybe I have on the 2013 DVD. Maybe. I don't know if it was on there.
No.
Okay, then I probably have never ever seen a live version of this track. And I gotta admit, it was damn fine. I mean, especially during the verses.
Yeah.
Because the singer has this I don't know, humbleness
Yeah.
to it when she sings, and that's really beautiful. I didn't fully understand the song kind of before seeing this version, so I really enjoyed the living fuck out of it. Except the chorus, which is still not living up to the verses. I still feel like that.
Okay.
And but it was a damn fine version, so
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. However, there is one fucking annoying thing that I hate, that I really hate. It grinds my gears and it twists my guts every time they change from one song to the next.
Oh, that was so awful.
They didn't show the band at all. It was
so
always
awful.
those computer graphics, which I'm not gonna shit on because I
from-
like old school computer graphics. However,
From 1999.
yeah, well,
It was
however,
just like,
I would have loved to see the band. I don't know, whatever they do, have a drink,
No,
Or
that's the reason.
tune their guitars or whatever.
Yeah, that's the problem with this live experience.
Yeah,
Because if you are live,
you can watch wherever the fuck you
Yeah,
want without
and-
being guided by the
Yeah.
virtual camera.
yeah, and you can see if someone changes the guitar
Yeah.
or something,
Yeah.
or
I mean,
take a
fuck.
drink, or
Yeah.
or
I mean-
pissing in her pants. It doesn't matter.
For fuck's sake, sometimes they were going out of one song, coming into the other, and you were like, okay, there's band members missing. Where did they go?
Yeah,
You don't see them walking off
Yeah,
stage.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that was really throwing me off guard.
yeah. It was just like.
It wasn't the best solution.
Yeah, I mean, okay, it is also the first experience with the band with this format. Of course,
Yeah.
I accept that, and we couldn't do it better or something.
We couldn't do that at all. Period.
Absolutely, but it was just like strange. And after the 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th song, it was annoying. It was
Way
really
before
annoying.
that, but
Yeah,
it
but
was really annoying.
I was just like try to be kind in some way. It was just like it was annoying. It was annoying as hell.
Yeah.
Just,
I wanted to see the band. He paid
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
So better let me see the fucking band, yeah?
Yeah. So we come to track 5 now, finally. Story time. So a great track, of course, we all know that. And Flo nailed it. It was absolutely
really
fantastic.
She really
Definitely. Also, we have to talk about the great outfit and the great.
Boobies!
Exactly that. That was.
And the stockings.
Yeah.
And the short skirt. I literally told him, like, she wouldn't have worn this skirt on an actual live stage because everybody could have seen her panties. Like, the camera angle was always above her or at eye level, but never below because you could clearly see her panties.
Yeah.
If she was wearing any. I can't tell, unfortunately, because I wasn't standing in an actual crowd there.
I think.
But she was looking really beautiful, and
Absolutely.
thanks for pushing those boobies up because I think by now they probably might be a little saggy if she unpacked them. And thanks for pushing them up. I really enjoyed that, and the outfit was beautiful.
That's a fucking funny story because I think 2 years.
Speaking of saggy boobs,
Yeah, absolutely. It was 2 years ago. I think I was with my beautiful girlfriend Christina on a Amaranth.
speaking of saggy boobs,
Absolutely. That's so.
no.
That's no. I mean, she's 15 years younger, so gravity works maybe in 15 years. I don't know. Hopefully.
Anyways.
It was just like so cool because we were on an Amaranth concert and everybody knows Elise Reed with her short outfits. I was just like my girlfriend told me after the concert, we were in the first row. I was like, she felt a bit annoyed to look straight into
Her fanny.
yeah the whole concert, and she was just like, okay, can I really
Look at my horse.
Yeah.
My horse is amazing.
give it a lick.
Ooh, it tastes just like raisins.
I was just like, yeah. But anyway, story time was great. So a great song.
Storytime was
And it was great to be on the set list.
Yes.
Absolutely appreciated. Then track number 6, She's My Sin. Damn, that was
Difficult?
difficult.
First Nightwish track I ever listened to.
Yeah, for us. both. If you watched our Wishmaster review,
that's like the exact moment when I fell in love with Nightwish for the first time.
And with Taya. And
usually we're not about the singer too much, more about the songs.
Yeah, absolutely. But in this case and you all know I'm a big Floor Jansen fan, I'm a big After Forever fan, but this song belongs to Taya
for eternity.
Yeah, for eternity. 100%. It was just like she did a good job, not a great job.
She did a great job, but it didn't fit her too well because
it's just a Taya song.
It's too easy for her to sing it with a chest voice instead of a falsetto. And I would have wished for those falsetto sounds, which for whatever reason they don't go for, because she clearly can pull them off.
Absolutely, and that's the problem. That's really the problem about it all, because we all know that Floor can do it, and that's
a fucking pity.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's just after all these years. I mean, Nightwish take parts with Kaya, fucking 16 years ago. So Thomas, just
get over it. Get over it,
and just let Floor do what she does best. And we all know she can sing this song as hell. So what the fuck is going on?
Well, we don't know. We haven't heard it yet.
Yeah, but I
if
know.
only he let her do it.
Yeah, but I know it. If you ever heard one After Forever album,
she could make this song her own if she was only allowed to.
Yeah, and this is just a shame. So I was really pleased that this song was on the set list.
Yes. True that.
Because
no doubt about that.
It is the first fucking track I heard of Nightwish, and that's the reason why I have become such a big fan. But it was just like, it's a Taya song for me. I'm so sorry, but for me, absolutely...
It could be a Floor Jansen song. It could be, but at this moment in time, it's not.
Yeah.
And that's a pity.
Yeah, but then we come, I think, to one of the big...
No, wait. Yeah. Before we talk about the next big thing.
Yeah.
There was one moment in there that was really great, awesome, and right afterwards they cut to Thomas Holopainen laughing about it. And that's when the drummer fucked up a little on one of the drum fills. And we were looking at each other like, what? We didn't expect that because they're fucking pros. Usually you don't hear stuff like that happening in a live scenario with like actual big pros, and that was funny. That was actually giving me some hope. Like they're only human too,
and also a live feeling.
Yeah,
a live
because
feeling.
mishaps happen. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. I mean, nothing. I don't want to shit on the drummer. He's obviously fucking amazing, but even more so, it was amazing to see him have this mishap and get back in the groove in an instant. But that was just fun to see.
Absolutely,
it was just fun to see.
Absolutely,
and especially since the rest of the band was, having a good time. Still, no bad feelings towards anyone. They were laughing about it, having a good time, and that's when it actually was a lot of fun. That was probably one of the most fun moments. Of this concert.
Yeah, because it has this live feeling, and that is what it's all about. And I think that is the thing we all missing in these times, especially.
Yeah.
So but now we come to one of the big highlights for me. Definitely, it was Harvest. I think for me also one of the best songs of Human Nature. I also talked about that in my reaction video, hearing it the first time. It just felt special from the very first second because you can it's a stadium number. It is just like
it's just really good. I mean, I was a little confused seeing Empu play the guitar part. For what reason ever, in my mind, that was Troy playing the guitar there. Clearly wasn't.
Yeah.
Still worked, and oh my fucking god, did this song rock, for Christ's sake.
Damn.
It's like, fuck, and I love the harmony vocals on the record, but having them in a live situation where Floor's voice was a little louder in the mix than in the studio version, obviously.
It works
like
so
it
well.
works so well together. It was just amazing to hear that, and it has nothing to do with metal. It has nothing to do with whatever the fuck you want to name it. It's just universally good, and I swear to fucking God that in a live situation with an actual crowd being present, everyone in the fucking stadium would sing along to this shit, because I certainly did, just watching it on a movie screen. Like,
that's true.
It's insane. The song is just makes you want to sing along with it, and it's just so much great fun.
I think one of the sad things here in this pandemic situation.
Pandemic. Pandemic.
Yeah, I thought it was just something wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. It's just so sad because I think we never had the chance to see this Nightwish tour live, but I think yet. But this song, I will promise you, this will be forever on the Nightwish set list. If this once,
at least for a long time,
for a very, very long time, because if you once have seen this live, and I haven't, of course.
How could we?
How could we? But this is going to be one of the biggest Nightwish hits ever, not because of the song.
Not hits, but live hits.
Numbers, live hits, because this will work.
It's a crowd pleaser.
So well.
It's a crowd pleaser.
It will be so amazing. I can imagine it. 10,000 people singing along. It will be. I think Troy doesn't have to sing anymore. I think the crowd does it.
Yeah.
I think that.
But it would be a pity because it does a fucking great job.
I think that is the missing number for Nightwish, like the number that the crowd sings. A lot of bands has these numbers. Just the crowd sings, and that is the number.
Yeah, well, now they have it.
Yeah, because it just rocks. It's just so great. It's just one absolutely great piece of music and great songwriting overall. It's just perfect.
And from what you told me, Troy changed the song up a lot because what the original idea of the song was shit. In Troy's opinion, not mine, because I haven't heard the original version. So thank fucking God he changed a lot. However, the first version might have sounded because I really like this version.
Yeah, because
how it ended up on the record and how it ended up in this live gig.
I know there are so many haters about these numbers because it was just like
fuck them.
It was just like, okay, and now we have 9 tracks on the album and Floor is just in the background for one song. How dare you? Damn! Thank you, Thomas, for doing this.
It was awesome. I like it.
It's just a great number, and it was just so.
I highly doubt that people will ever understand that it is about the music, not about the singer.
Yeah.
And like especially with bands like Nightwish, where the hype is all about the singer. And I get it. I mean, Flo Jansen is a great singer. Tarja Turunen was a great singer. Annette Olson was a singer. No, she was a great singer too. But
you have to admit it.
Yes, I
nowadays.
Have. Yes, I do.
Especially after this concert.
But still, you know, it's about the song. And the song Harvest is just
amazing.
It's just a really good song.
Every songwriter wishes to write a number like this.
I would understand if people would have a problem with it not being metal. Like, Nightwish is supposed to be a metal band. I want to have a metal track. Okay, that I would get to a certain extent at least. But judging
fucking bullshit from my Galen, then you have real metal.
However, judging by the song only, the song is just great.
Absolutely.
Speaking of great song,
and we have to talk about 7 Days to the Wolf,
which is the next track in the set list.
Yeah, one of the big highlights. So it was one of my favorite tracks on the Dark Passion Play album. For me, one of the second least favorite album. We talked about that if you saw our album reaction videos.
By now, I really like this record. It's still in the same ranking,
Yeah.
but by now I really like this record.
Yeah. But this live really kicks ass.
Wow,
Oh,
fucking hell, did it shred.
Damn, it was absolutely amazing.
It like, this song was making me go like, Marco who?
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, Troy, you're my man. By now I really like this dude.
Yeah.
I really do. I really
kicks
do.
ass. He really kicks ass in this one.
Fuck yeah.
It was really great.
Yeah,
So,
and also Flo Jansen singing this Annette Olson song.
Yeah.
That was fucking amazing too.
Yeah.
We'll get to a little different story later, because usually she's singing those songs too easily.
Yeah.
This was just the right amount of everything. Like,
I think it was with together with Howard, I think the biggest highlight on the show.
I think it was the biggest highlight.
Yeah.
It was the highlight.
Yeah. I think so too. It was just
Even though it's
stands out.
not even my favorite song of the record or anything.
Yeah, but it was just like
But it's
standing
just-
out.
It was so special.
Absolutely.
It was like joining forces. I don't know how to put it. It's like it just all fell into place
Yeah.
where it needed to be, and it's just it's just really good. Really good.
Absolutely. So then we have I Want My Tears Back. So that was a bit of a problem. And I think everybody was talking about the new bass player and maybe the new singer, but that didn't happen. So I haven't expected this, that the new bass player would also be the new singer. I think a lot of people did. But it doesn't matter because Troy did a great job till then. But we all have to recognize this is the first show that Troy plays as the main vocalist, male vocalist or something, and he did a great job.
He did.
In this song, it was a bit difficult for many reasons. Because, it was just like, it is one of the biggest hits of Nightwish in the last 10 years.
Which I still don't get. I mean, it's a good song.
Yeah, absolutely. We in the movie, it was the least favorite song because it was
just didn't fit.
Definitely not. But of course, it is a big hit of Nightwish, and everybody loves the song. Yeah. But Troy struggled with it. No offense about it, because
it grew better.
Yeah.
Like, give him like 3 to 4 performances of this track,
and
more.
He will nail it.
And he will nail it. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you could even hear the difference between verse 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like that was already 100% better. Like the second time around.
Yeah.
So he just needs a couple more performances of this track, and he will fucking nail it. And
I think of this
but
performance,
it wasn't quite there yet.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's absolutely okay and understandable.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And also, of course, in these tracks, I think everybody noticed it. The
candles.
The candles,
The
the Harry Potter,
candles.
the Harry Potter candles, and also the missing of the last chorus.
Yeah.
That was quite funny, but that's absolutely okay because that features a live situation, and that is what I love about a live situation.
Yeah.
That something can go wrong.
Yeah,
and that's absolutely. It was cool that happens.
Yeah,
because that shows me that they're really playing live. Yeah, because if not, they never would let that go into the footage.
Yeah,
never.
They would have played some more Lighthouse footage.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Some Tomb Raider 2 Lighthouse footage. But that's another story. So then we come to Blaster Child. Another track we really have a pain in the ass.
But it's just because we love the original track so much.
I think that's the main reason. So it's great that they played that track.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
So it's cool that they had featured that in the playlist because I haven't expected that.
Like, it's hard because you really get pumped. Like, you hear the first 2 chords and you're like, oh fuck yes, bless the motherfucking child.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Yeah, it's
again,
just like,
it's too easy for Flo Jansen to sing it like that.
like that. And
Like
that's,
that.
and
If she chose to sing it in an operatic way,
that
it would have been a total different story.
And
If only she was allowed to.
yeah, that is the big problem, because I think I told that now the fourth time in this video. It's just like everybody knows how Flo Jansen can sing, and it's just like a shame that she has such kind like a
Those
song like.
restrictions just hold her back from being.
And I don't understand why. So in the first 10 years, Thomas, okay,
We get it.
yeah,
But again,
no,
get over it.
yeah, but okay, Ahmed Olsson can sing it like this. Okay, no problem. But now you have a singer.
That can basically do it all.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't understand it. So you're fucking another woman. So go ahead. Really, it's just I don't understand it, because it's just dumb. It's just dumb. And
But do you realize that if he ever, for what reason ever, should watch this, how offending that would be? Like, that's offensive, man.
yeah, that's okay. That's okay. So I.
Anyways,
Now-
get over it.
Yeah, get over it. Thomas, get over it. I think that's 16 fucking years ago, so get over it.
Speaking of a vocal performance that could have been way, way better if she only was allowed to sing it way, way better, the next track on the track list is a little song you might know called
Nemo. I just read a statistic that it's just one of the best 100 songs in the last decade ever released in the whole music world.
It wasn't released in the last decade. It's been like...
I think in the century, because they just choose songs about the best song in the century. I mean,
so far.
Yeah, so far. I think that's... and I was just like, okay, okay, Nemo is cool, but it is definitely not the best Nightwish track, but that's another story.
Probably the best single, though.
I'm not sure about that.
Neither am I, but I could clearly understand why people would vote it that.
It's just a song that everybody knows, no matter what. I think that is the reason.
So maybe best selling.
I think that's the main reason about it. But that's another story. So, but Nemo, okay, of course it has to be in the set list. I think that is a classical Nightwish song.
Yeah.
I don't like the live version since Troy joined. With the flute version, I hate it, honestly. Except this awful acoustic version in 2012, the first part of the Imagine tour, where and also was still in Nightwish. It was just like, why you play an acoustic version of Nemo? It was just so annoying. It was just damn. It was
Thank
so
God
bad.
I only know about it because he
was
told
just
me,
like-
but I
it was
can't
just-
imagine
it
an
was
acoustic
just-
version.
Yeah, don't imagine it.
No.
If you, yeah.
Speaking of acoustic versions, though,
Oh, that was one of the low.
it's like as if we planned this.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say only Scheiß, but that's another sort of story.
No shit.
No shit. How's the heart? So we both really like the song, and okay.
May I present to you the angry host?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I really love the song, and I think if you're watching this video, you saw my reaction to this song. If not, you can watch it here on my channel. I love this song. It's a great song, great lyrics, and for me the most touching lyrics on the whole Human Nature album. But I hate, and I mean I hate acoustic versions, because I don't understand why a band does a song like in a heavy version and perform it like in an acoustic version, especially on the first fucking show of the tour. Damn, I don't get it. I don't get it. You can do that after 10 years, after 20 years, after 30 years, but not on the fucking first show. So I know Troy and Floor did this great acoustic version on some fucking TV show. I have no idea. And I love it anyway. It's just a great version. But do not do it on the first fucking show on the live concert of your fucking tour. So I'm the angry host here. I love the song, but this version is absolutely...
I liked it.
It's absolutely awful. So the version was great, and Flo sings it beautiful together with Troy. It works. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The version is great. Really, it was absolutely pleasing to listen to it. I just don't get it why they played it in an acoustic version on the first show of the Human Nature tour. That's the main reason. That's the thing I'm talking about. So don't get me wrong. I love the song, and they absolutely did a great job. But it was just like, I don't like acoustic version. Also, talking about another band, just like Epica, I'm a big Epica fan, and they do this acoustic version on every CD, and I pay €5 more to get the special edition to have a second CD with acoustic version. I never listened to it because nobody listens to acoustic version, because I'm a fucking metalhead. Fuck, I want to listen to metal and not to fucking acoustic stuff of metal songs. Yeah.
That's so awesome. Do you feel like that when I rant?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that's amazing, man. That's fun. That's
Yeah,
great
but
fun.
yeah, but I mean, why I would buy a fucking acoustic version of a metal band? I mean, I want to listen to metal, not to acoustic music. Then I can listen to some kind of... What is an acoustic band? I don't listen to them. I have no idea. You know what, Roman? So, yeah, but still a great song on the show.
That is amazing. That is actually amazing. And you thought that I was the angry guy on the show.
Yeah. Okay, I need another drink and I have to go on the toilet. And now you have to talk about Shoemaker, how great it was, because that was one of the big highlights. Yeah. So go ahead.
I'll go ahead. Maybe I'll give you a little something more than I liked it on the acoustic version of How's the Heart. Because I was just blown away by how funny it was seeing the Stormchild rant for once. Like, that's amazing. Come on, give it to me. It's like, no. But no, I really like this version a lot. And especially since the backing vocals by Troy were just... He was killing it on this concert. Like, again, from here on out, Troy is my man. And the only thing that I really was expecting was with the last chorus that the entire rest of the band would join in to have this really like oomphy ending of the track. And it was kind of a little letdown when that didn't happen. Noise! You're making noise. So that was kind of a little letdown. However, I really enjoyed the version, and I really, I get why people like it. I do. I get why people like it. I prefer the original version over it, though. And all right, since the Stormchild has taken a piss, so it's probably gonna rain somewhere. I'm gonna start off by telling you the next track on the set list was Shoemaker. And guess what? It is perfectly fine. Nothing was missing. Okay, the bass sound was a little different, but in generally speaking, I liked the sound they were going for with the bass guitar on this concert, because it was very different from what we're used to from hearing from Nightwish nowadays. But I really like that a lot. The bass sound. All right, I like the bass sound, and yeah, man. I mean, come on, Shoemaker was just amazing. They completely nailed it, start to finish.
Absolutely.
There was not a single beat, note, whatever missing, wrong, off, anything. And especially the ending, it was just so thrilling to see her pull that off live.
Yeah, it definitely was. I think also was really missing was really the audience.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that was missing throughout the entire concert.
yeah, of course, but I think it's I think many bands have to have this problem now in
Yeah.
this time. But so it was great to see them live in this
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
So it was even more disappointing to see the set list. Well, that's another story. But yeah, I have to rant this because it was just like I'm really curious about the next concert.
All right, fair enough. But still, I don't get why you're starting to shit on stuff while talking about the Shoemaker.
No,
Because
no,
this
no,
song was performed A-okay.
Absolutely, yeah. Because this is not about Shoemaker because his performance was absolutely. Maybe it has to do with another song. The next song it has the last ride of the day. So nothing against the
Unnecessary.
song.
Unnecessary.
And that's the problem. It was unnecessary because
It wasn't even performed especially good.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah, because
it was there. It was there.
I mean, they're in a virtual world. So, and last one of the day, when you saw the movie, it's about sitting in a roller coaster. I mean, they could manage it in a virtual show.
They could have done that, but
Yeah.
that wouldn't have matched the lighthouse theme they were
Yeah,
going
but
for. Yeah, well, the song was there.
yeah,
Let's put it
yeah,
like
that's
this.
the problem. It was there, and
And it was like Floor
Okay.
Jansen's voice wasn't giving me anything that I was missing with the original version.
yeah, that's
So her voice, as good as it might be, didn't up the song.
yeah. It was good.
It was
But
good.
It was
It
just
was
like
perfectly fine,
It
but
was
it
just
was-
like the last one of the day.
Yeah, it was just it was there.
For me, it was never the most special song ever, especially
No.
when we
Doesn't
talk,
need to be though.
I
But
think-
I don't get why it's on this set list.
yeah, that's
I don't get why it is
Yeah.
on this set list.
yeah.
Especially since it wasn't the last ride of the day. There was other
Yeah,
songs
because
coming.
we have now Houston. We have really a big problem. So of course, Ghost Love's Score has to be in the set list. Of course, we don't have to talk about that. That is, I think,
And it was the song where the bass sound was shining through the most. I really was enjoying the bass sound on this particular song a lot. Really a lot. It was given this warm oomph to it. Like,
yeah.
that was particularly good. And especially the little bass solo in the ending of the track, which I gotta admit, if it was there before when Marco was playing the bass, I just never noticed it before. But I highly doubt that it was there in the first place.
I have
So-
no idea.
So this bass solo in the ending of the track was fucking amazing and was kind of making up for that great high note that wasn't held for long enough in the perfect key. Like it was pitch perfect like all the way through. And still got me goosebumps though. I mean, come on, everybody got on the floor hype train with this track. And right after that, having that little bass solo in there was great. It was just great. And I mean, that aside, we can't say anything about that song that hasn't been said before
Yeah.
by a million people on the internet.
Yeah.
So you know why you love this track. You don't need us to tell you that.
Yeah, I think that is one of the most reacted videos all over the world.
Ever.
And I think it will be in the next decade.
Yeah.
And for good reason, because it is a great track. And so we have... yeah, we don't have to discuss about this track.
No.
It's
just a great song.
Absolutely.
Well, it's not such a great song.
That
It's the
is
not so greatest.
Not so great as genre.
Not so great genre.
It was just
the
like-
lamest genre.
Yeah, it was... for me, it was...
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
yeah.
I could not believe it.
Because on the Decades tour, I mean, that features the most recent and decent songs of Nightwish in the history. And
Decent
that,
songs? Recent? No. I don't know what you want to say. But decent is probably the wrong word in that context.
definitely, if you told me that, tell me that, yeah, definitely. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it was the best of show, kind of.
And they played Ghost Love Score as the last song, which was absolutely okay because it was.
It is one of the biggest Nightwish tracks ever.
Yeah, probably the best Nightwish song when you go through the internet and everything. So okay, and you have this great tour with these old tracks, and I think a lot of Nightwish fans, especially the older ones,
were losing their shit about songs like The Carpenter.
Yeah, and really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think that is the most recent word is appreciated.
Yeah.
And they really appreciate it. Just like, damn, I wouldn't believe that Nightwish ever played these songs again. It was like, oh, cool that they have done it again. And then you have this set list. And that was a big disappointment when it comes to me, honestly. And
well,
so
don't get me started on the greatest shit on earth.
Yeah. I tried.
Oh, I'm so mad that I didn't come up with this pun when we were reviewing the album.
Yeah, but I tried to stay away a bit from that. I just want to explain why we are so fucking
infuriated. Infuriated.
Yeah.
How could you let us down like that? Play this as the last track and spoil like a good 15 minutes. You could have played 3 good songs instead.
Like Dead to the World, End of All Hope, 10th Man Down.
Basically,
every fucking single Nightwish song, especially the fucking Eyes of Shabbat fucking Gula.
Yeah.
But that's another story.
Yeah.
But that's the problem.
Yeah.
This is The Greatest Show on Earth is one of the weakest Nightwish tracks ever, and so if you
hardly qualifies as a song, man.
That's the problem. So if you are truly listen to Nightwish and you truly believe you are a Nightwish fan and listen to
the music and not to the hype.
Yeah, and really listen to it from the first album.
And I mean, fuck, they even had the breaks in it, like where nobody had anything to do with. There was just animal noises. They're like, how dare you? It's like, this is insulting. How? No, don't do that. Just don't do that.
Especially not live. If you take in 15 minutes apart from fans who are looking forward.
And especially since it's the last track. You're letting us go into the night with this feeling deep in our guts, being unsatisfied and angry about your stupid choice of giving your ego space to masturbate on the longest track you've ever written. No, man, don't do that. Like, it's...
Yeah. That is, I think, the saddest thing, because we enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
We enjoyed...
Up to this point.
The show, and then Ghost Love Score, okay, we knew it will come.
Yeah.
And, okay, that was the point. We were on the balcony and have a cigarette, honestly, because I think I was on 17 Nightwish concerts, and I've never had a Nightwish concert without Ghost Love Score. I have watched it with Taya, I watched it with Annette, I watched it with Flo, so fuck on Ghost Love Score. I love the song.
Don't say that.
No.
Don't say that. You'll get shitstormed quickly.
Everybody knows I love Nightwish.
And I love Ghost Love Score too.
Absolutely. We don't have to discuss it.
But it would have been like 25 minutes in total.
Yeah.
Which
25
would have summed up to minutes. 5 other tracks you could have put onto the track.
That's the reason. So, of course, Ghost Love Score is a great track and has to be in a Nightwish set list. But fucking 25 minutes. I mean, Crownless.
Oh, that would be like,
Or something like, never been played before, like The Riddler.
Okay, well, we don't necessarily need The Riddler.
No, but it was just like...
I would love to hear live, though.
Yeah,
but it's
and
like,
that's the reason, but just have some... Be courageous with your words.
Yeah.
Because Nightwish can do whatever they want.
Or maybe, since it is the Human Nature tour, you could have played Pan, for example.
Or music!
Or music.
Damn! Why we have that damn, we haven't talked about that. This is one of the things that pissed me off the most, that they haven't played music.
You talked about that in the beginning of our
Yeah, but
video.
I have to talk about in the end again, because that is a shame. Because that is one of the most inspiring songs by Thomas in the last 10 years.
It's the most Nightwish track on the most recent Nightwish record.
Yeah, and it's a shame that they haven't played it. It's really a shame, and I have to tell it, it's a shame. Even more than Pan. Pan is a good track, but that they haven't played music is a shame. Because also when you just read the lyrics and the meaning of the song music, it's just like, I think that features all the Human Nature CD1 thing. It's just like music. Humans are making music. And they haven't played this song. And it's not about that Marco is in this song or something. No.
Fuck it. They performed songs that originally
I don't understand it. Because music is one of the best tracks Thomas has written in the last 10 years. I mean, he has
10 years.
I mean, Imagine came out in 2011, so...
Still though, music kind of ranks like higher.
It's just like
it's so inspired. It's such an inspired song.
And they haven't played it, and it's really a shame. For me, it was not... It was not in my imagination that they would not play it. And for me, it was just like...
No, it was a no-brainer. Yeah. It was like... It should have been the opening track.
Absolutely.
Period.
It was just like... I never thought about it that they wouldn't play it.
No. Why should you have thought about that?
So
well, maybe they'll play that in the show that you're gonna be watching tomorrow.
Maybe you will join me again.
Maybe
if you're
having
time. I don't know.
If my girl lets me off the chain.
Maybe if the chain is long enough, you can still be here with the chain.
Yeah. So, for example. I don't know. You told me that they're gonna be playing a different track list. So maybe, just maybe, this is not the supposed set list for the tour. Maybe the set list is made up out of those two set lists that they're playing over the weekend. And tomorrow I'm pretty damn sure that music is going to be in it, and tribal is not going to be in it. So I already think that you're going to like the set list more that they're going to play tomorrow.
I mean, that was also the case when it comes to the... tomorrow is the show for North and South America because of the time difference. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why it is here 2 a.m. And that was also the thing with the Decades tour. They played songs like End of All Hope just in South America, but not in Europe. I have no idea why. So I think I should be born in South America to hear good Nightwish songs live. I have no idea.
Or waste a shitload of money on a ticket to go to South America for a Nightwish show.
Yeah, but you can support me in the link in the description, but that's another story. Let's hope. But I don't think that the
this is not the finished thing. We cannot judge the set list on this alone. You have to wait for tomorrow night.
Yeah.
To judge it as a whole. But given what we have so far, the setlist wasn't the most inspired one that we've heard from Nightwish. No. And the ending with Greatest Show on Earth is just a major bummer, and it's just a gut fuck, alright? It doesn't feel good, it leaves you empty and bleeding. It's like, no. It's not just like however, should they end the setlist tomorrow with the Greatest Show on Earth again?
It's just like a raping.
Yeah.
In the ass. Mm-hmm. Over
and over and over.
It's just like everybody who really thinks that The Greatest Show on Earth is a great Nightwish track. Really has to check out the whole discography of this band again.
Yeah.
And really listen to every single track. Really listen to it. And after that, you can tell me that The Greatest Show on Earth is the best Nightwish track, then I really definitely know you have no idea
No
about
ears.
music. Honestly. It's just like, it's just the awful...
This is gonna...
Okay.
This is gonna give you a lot of dislikes right
That's
here.
absolutely okay. So I think everybody who is watching right now, and I think all the haters I just turned off with my first rant after I think 20 minutes or something. So everybody who's watching now, thank you for that.
Yeah,
Please
thanks.
subscribe my channel because I'm awesome. But I think you don't believe me now.
And thanks for watching because I'm there, I guess.
Yeah. But it's about that. I have to be honest.
Yeah.
And
It's about reacting, not scripting.
yeah, and the main reason about this, why I'm so furious about some things,
It's
is
because you're passionate about it.
yeah, and I'm a big Nightwish fan, and that is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that said, hopefully you enjoyed the Nightwish concert, and hopefully you enjoyed The Greatest Show on Earth, and just jerking off or something. I don't have an idea.
What?
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 Yeah, and maybe we'll,
However,
yeah.
if you liked this video, please consider liking this video. If you didn't, however, please consider disliking the video.
And click the notification
Subscribe
bell.
anyways.
Yeah.
And ring that notification bell to get annoyed by the two of us a little bit more on the next rant.
Yeah. Maybe tomorrow. No. Oh, what is your morning over tomorrow? No.
The day after tomorrow? No shit. It's not only a movie title, it's the day after
That's a
tomorrow.
movie title, not a really thing.
It's a real thing. It's called the day after tomorrow. And the day after, and the day after, and the day after. It's the day after tomorrow.
I don't believe you. It's the day over tomorrow.
No. Anyways, see you the next time around, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know if I'm gonna be there. However, again,
Yeah.
like his shit.
And his too.
Of course, I don't have shit on the internet except the shit I do here.
Yeah, but shit is shit. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
The lamest shit on earth.
Yeah, it is. So, thank you for watching, guys. We all love you. We all love your floor lovers. And hopefully we see us the next time. I'm Stormchild.
Phil. Bye.
Bye.